Good morning, race fans, and thank you for joining us today at Transport Diecast Racing. I'm your host, JT, and I'd like to welcome you all to round 2 of Miatas at the Crest, our first mail-in tournament featuring only the iconic Japanese Roadster. Today, we'll be racing 6 matchups from groups 1, 2, and 3. We started with 48 drivers from around the globe. We're now down to 24. There were 8 upsets in the first round, although some of them shouldn't really be considered upsets because the faster car won. They just had a bad qualifying run. Today, we're getting right into the races, but first, the rules. Matches are best of 3. In the event of a third race, the car with the faster lap takes the inside lane. Double DNFs only restart races 1 and 2. The prize for this tournament is sponsored by Slandman Customs. The winner will receive a $30 credit to the Slandman Customs store, along with a pair of axle jigs. You can check out his store through the link in the video description. First up, from Group 1, we have Eric Slan of Slandman Customs versus Cash Money himself of Cash Money Boys. Eric Slan starts on the inside lane as the higher seed. Cash Money's best time is more than a second slower than Slan's, so he's got a tough matchup right here. Slan starts with a good lead, but Cash Money is keeping the distance consistent, waiting for Eric to make a mistake. But Eric puts down a clean run, and he takes the first win with a 15.933 time. Nothing crazy happened there, so we're going to move right on to the next race. They switch sides. Cash Money is on the inside lane this time. He needs a win to stay alive. And it looks like he might get to the open track first, and he does. Can he stay ahead? Slan is right on him through the back straight. A little drift on that drop, and Cash Money gets some distance, but he messes up, loses control, and Slan with the pass for the win. His second win with the 16.487 time. Now we're going to look at the replay and try to find out what went wrong for Cash Money himself. Goes a little wide there. It looks like he understeered and made contact with the wall a few times. Goes right off the track before Eric has a chance to bump him. If he stayed on the track just a little longer, he could have had Eric push him to the finish. But that did not happen, and so Eric Slan will advance to round 3 with his 2 wins. And after the next matchup, we'll know who he'll be facing in round 3. For our second matchup from Group 1, we have Fractal Panda of Fractal Panda Diecast Racing driving against Dave of We Race Diecast. Fractal Panda starts on the inside lane as the higher seed, but Dave's put down faster times than him in every run so far, and he takes the advantage from him. Clean driving from Dave as he's gapping Fractal Panda. No chance for Fractal Panda to catch up, and something slows him way down on that tune track straight. And here he comes a few seconds later. And let's check out that Sizzler cam. Doesn't show us anything. We really need another camera. Now we switch sides. Dave is on the inside lane. Good luck, Fractal Panda. He needs a win to stay alive, but Dave is in the fast lane. And Dave takes another visit to the gap. Man, clean run. Oh, bad drifting there. Fractal Panda might have a chance, but he's nowhere to be seen. Something is going on with him. He's a lot slower than he was before. Let's check out the replay, see if we can find out. Everything seems fine there. He might have spun out on the back straight because he's taking forever to get here. Well, that showed us nothing, but Dave advances to round 3 with his 2 wins, and he'll be facing off against Eric Slan, both with TDR builds and very fast times. That one is anybody's matchup. Now moving on to Group 2, we have Uncle Elvis of Uncle Elvis Racing competing against Heather, also of Uncle Elvis Racing. Pretty unfortunate that they're facing off against each other already, but Uncle Elvis starts on the inside lane as the higher seed, and he holds on to his advantage. More gapping here, as Uncle Elvis is much faster than Heather. Ooh, loses control and does a 180, but it doesn't slow him down much, and he corrects himself just before the finish line. He takes race number 1 with a 16.971 time. Not impressive, but let's check out that 180 again. That was pretty nice. Now we switch sides. Heather is on the inside lane, and she needs a win. And she needs to beat 16.971 to stay inside. But Uncle Elvis comes back, and he takes the lead away from her. Heather's right on him, though, but Uncle Elvis is starting to put some distance. Oh, and Heather loses all control, giving up any chance of making a comeback. And Uncle Elvis takes his second win. Let's go check on Heather. And she's stalled out right on that first Sizzler curve. She tried to go wide, but doesn't pull her car back in, and ends up on her back. Her butt? On her back end, whatever. But Uncle Elvis advances to round 3 with his 2 wins, and will face either Boog or Drab Ed. We'll find out after this message.
If you're looking to upgrade your track, look no further than Slamman Customs. Slamman Customs makes high-quality 3D printed track parts and accessories, including start gates, 45-degree turns, 90-degree turns, 180-degree turns, and the new banked Crash Racer 45-degree turn, as well as many other parts and accessories to upgrade your track. Visit Slamman Customs on Facebook and use the promo code for 10% off your next order.
And we're back with the second matchup from Group 2. Boog of 4-6 Diecast Racing versus Drab Ed of Apple Falls Racing. Boog starts on the inside lane as the higher seed. They're both on FTEs, but Boog has a much better finish time than Drab Ed as he starts way in the lead. Good clean driving from Boog as he adds to the distance. A little bit of drifting into that Sizzler, but he has a clean finish and he takes the first race with a 15.692 time. Another 15-second run from Boog. And now they switch lanes. Drab Ed is on the inside lane, Boog is on the outside. Drab Ed needs this win, and it looks like he's gonna keep that inside lane advantage, and he does. Oh, Boog loses control, turns around, and I don't know what went wrong there, but Drab Ed's putting a lot of distance on him. And with the slow finish, he takes his win with the 17.974 time. And let's check in on Boog. He stalled out just before the jump. Let's check the replay. Here's where he turns around. He understeers, hits the wall, and turns around. And it looks like he drifts down that whole drop. Here's the 180 again. It doesn't seem to slow him down much, but it does set up a poor descent into the drop. But he drifts the whole way down and settles right before the jump. We switch sides again. Boog takes the inside lane because he had the faster finish. And he seems to be keeping that inside lane advantage. Puts some more distance between him and Drab Ed. And Drab Ed is no longer in sight. He does a 180, but he's got such a big lead that it doesn't make a difference. And Boog finishes with another 15-second time with the 15.864. Some bad drifting for Drab Ed right there entering the curve. And he lost a lot of ground by the time they get to the Sizzler curve. At least a good 2 seconds. So with 2 wins, Boog of 4-6 Diecast Racing will advance to round 3, where he faces Uncle Elvis of Uncle Elvis Racing. Moving on to Group 3, our first matchup is David Curran of League of Speed versus Bay City Daryl of Bay City Diecast Racing. David Curran starts on the inside lane as the higher seed. He's been putting down consistently fast times, but Bay City Daryl keeps it tight. A little contact from both of them. And Daryl tries to pass from the inside, but David cuts him off, and he takes the first win with a 16.020. Let's check out that pass attempt again on replay. Curran goes wide early and opens up the inside lane, but he cuts Daryl off before he gets the chance to pass. Really throwing a wrench in Daryl's plans there. As you see, he loses control and goes right into the side of the Sizzler. Switch sides. Bay City Daryl takes the inside lane this time. He needs a win, and he'll need to beat a 16.020 to keep the inside lane. And he stays ahead right there as they enter the open track. Curran loses control. Bay City Daryl starts to add some distance. Now Daryl loses control, giving Curran a chance to catch up. And they collide, but Daryl stays in front and takes his win with a 17.282 time. Not fast enough to take the inside lane, but he does get another chance. And we switch sides. Curran's on the inside lane again. Good luck, Daryl. As Curran seems to be holding on to that inside lane advantage, and he gets there first to the open track, putting some distance on Daryl now. Much cleaner run from Curran as he's gapping Daryl. And it looks like he finishes a full second ahead. Curran takes the matchup with a 16.038 time. And he moves on to round 3. And he will face off between the winner of Anthony Woodley and Dangerous Dawn. And for the last matchup of the day and Group 3, Anthony Woodley of Dom's Tuner Shop will drive against Dangerous Dawn of Vapor Racing. Anthony Woodley starts on the inside lane. And he starts off with the lead and holds on to that inside lane advantage. A little drifting on that curve brings Dangerous Dawn back into the picture, and she's on him tight. This is going to be a close race, but Dawn drifts a little bit before that last curve, and Anthony Woodley takes the first race with a 16.038 time. Now we switch sides. Dawn is on the inside lane this time, and she needs a win to stay alive. She needs to beat 16.038 to stay inside on the next race. And Dawn holds on to the inside lane advantage as Anthony Woodley fights for position. A bad drift from Woodley gives Dawn the lead. She goes really high on the Sizzler and drifts down the Toon Track straight, and she stays ahead of Woodley as they both do 180s to the finish line. Dawn takes her first win with a 17.559 time, which means Anthony Woodley takes the inside lane for race 3. Good luck to both drivers. Anthony takes the lead to start, and he builds on that lead as they enter the open track. Dawn's not even in the picture anymore. Woodley just has to stay straight, and this matchup is his. And he finishes very cleanly with a 16.126 time, and there goes Dawn 360ing down the final straight. And with his 2 wins, Anthony Woodley will advance to round 3, and he will face off against David Curran of the League of Speed. That's it for today. Here are your winners for the day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And here's your tournament bracket.